Okay, we're back. And we're going to worship TSO. We're going to go to the Crypts. Now we have enough MR to not get paralyzed by this. And in fact, we have enough MR to be immune to Ancient Liches as well. So that's pretty good. No need to rely on anything from Trog. Wow, I just tabbed into a Curse Skull. And killed it in like one hit. That's cool. Anyway, we should get Piety insanely quickly here. Man, what's going on with all this noise? I'm not sure what's making all this noise. This is a lot of red noise. Is it because my halo increased in size, perhaps? Or is it just that this is the noise that a crossbow of the triple variety makes? Okay, so for these guys, we are surrounded. So we teleport. Oh wow, I forgot about blurry vision. Alright, well we'll open up with Invis. No, we won't. We're in. Okay, this is kind of bad. I don't know how good I'm going to be at avoiding damage from these things. So I'm going to blow a haste, and we're going to use this as kind of a testeroo. I will, in fact, try to teleport, even with blurry vision, because we are hasted. Okay. It's not so bad so far. I'm not taking too much damage. Alright. So in the future, hopefully we won't be quite so surrounded. But that does happen sometimes. Let's wait for the injury mirror to go away. Alright, TSO is finally healing me. Actually, it didn't take very long at all, did it? Maybe we should go ahead and buy Blink. That's really the tool for surviving this nonsense. We even have a manual of translocations. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to pick up Portal Projectile real quick. Cause Fear. We have a manual of hexes as well, so that's cool. We'll train translocations and hexes at the same time. Pretty much perfect for Portal Projectile, huh? Swiftness didn't spawn. That's cool. We're gonna get... Well... I wonder if Zen hates the spell. I'm gonna assume yes because it causes mutation. Well, I'm gonna get it just in case he doesn't care. And let's train nothing but translocations for a while, because we really want Blink online. Blink is the tool, like I said, the best tool. For dealing with Trog Wrath. Okay, that was Crypts 1. Let's take out Crypts 2. Okay, so Wand of Clouds is out. Wand of Enslavement we can... Well, we actually want Wand of Enslavement. It's pretty good in Zot 5. We'll drop Potions of Berserk Rage. Okay, I'm gonna Lignify. And we're gonna kill this guy. Okay, I will cancel. I will blink. We miscast once. I will walk here. And we'll try to get the confuse on this guy, and then we'll try to get the confuse on this guy. We'll walk backwards. Simple hexes are really ideal for dealing with this stuff. It's just a matter of getting away from it so you're not surrounded by berserking things that do a ludicrous amount of damage, you know? So we're going to keep both of these Hex Wands on hand. This will probably be using quite a few. Okay. I'm going to go down to Crypts 3. Actually, we're going to have full piety here in a second. Yeah, how about we turn on penetration? There's full piety. Oh wow, that's cool. I had no idea that he did Holy Word when you did the blessing. That's interesting. That's something to be aware of. But yeah, that's pretty sweet, actually. Pretty cool. So this weapon would be insanely good and extended. We're not going to do extended because it's far faster if we don't. I do need to get rid of some of the stuff in my inventory. Actually, we'll drop confusion for now. The 10 paralysis will be sufficient. We'll pick up confusion later if we run out of hex. I am sort of tempted to do Tomb. Okay, let's kill Jory. Cool. Did not get Crystal Speared. Let's get that to a nice round number, and then we'll train hexes. But we have Blink online, so that's cool. Passage has not spawned, but we don't need it. Surprised Trog hasn't wrathed me more. Part of the problem with Wrath in general is that the Wraths don't come often enough. If they came more often, they would finish quicker. Okay, we don't need Arlek. Again, we don't need Arlek. This guy's interesting with the giant pile of MR, but we don't need it. So we leave all this stuff behind. Okay. There's Crypts. Kind of blew through that like a hurricane. I do not really want to go into Tomb just yet. On the other hand, I don't really want to go into the Abyss. I'm gonna end up losing a lot of... Gonna end up losing a lot of bolts here, so let's try not to do that. Thankfully, we'll one-shot most things with this holy brand. Okay, we just got Berserkitis, no big deal. Tons of nasty mutations, but we are going to swap to Zen before too long, so again, it's totally fine. What we'll do for Piety, by the way, for Zen is I'm going to go ahead and get the Abyssal Rune. And I'll probably donate gold and just hang out in Abyss for like a minute. And it should make my Piety fly right up. Wow, let's be a little bit OCD about picking up these bolts. I know it seems kind of silly given that I have like 1,700 of the things still, but I mean, I burned through almost 1,000 stones a few games ago. Doing this, just working off Trograth. Nice. One shot at a lich. So yeah, on this character we're gonna prioritize oh boy. We're gonna prioritize killing things and then picking up the bolts when we're done, rather than jumping down the stairs. Like, I want to go down the stairs right now, but I'm just not going to leave all these. Oops. Not going to leave all these bolts around. That's some kind of ring I don't care about. Whoa, let's not be in chaos. I could get paralyzed at any moment. What is going on with the Trograss situation? He's just not showing up. Okay. Well, while we've got ourselves in the abyss, oh, there was a wrath. Why don't we go ahead and swap on this Slay +3? I don't need faith anymore. Because we don't have enough slaying. Just a joke, but in reality though, I mean, it's not like I can have too much slaying. Anyway, I get my piety up pretty quickly in here, even without faith. Okay, a bunch of walls came up around my bolts. Alright, let's go down. Uh-oh. That's a lurking horror. Let's see if we can walk away from him. Would rather not get tormented if I can avoid it. Lagonu might have been a good choice for this character, actually, as well as Zen. I was mentioning that my main purpose that I mentioned before, probably in a previous video, in doing these god swaps in the late game off Trog, you know, it's not that Trog is bad. Trog is actually perfectly decent in the late game. It's just to totally eliminate the chance that I die in Zot 5 or on the orb run. And Zen does the best job of that. So anything outside of a demon spawn, if you're playing optimally, in my opinion, you should swap to Zen when you're ready to do Zot 5. There are some exceptions, I guess, like if you're a Rue character, well, you don't want to live with those. You don't want to live with those sacrifices. So that's a bit of a problem. But outside of that, you know, Rue character or demon spawn where you just can't do it, yeah, I don't know what you would. I don't know what the problem would be swapping to Zen. I mean, I guess certain characters, like an Octopode, if you don't have statue form or something online, surviving the Trog Wrath will be harder. Because, I mean, the reality is you're probably not going to get a high-level spell online really quickly after the Trog Wrath, or after you abandon Trog. The best you're going to really be able to do is blink, most likely, before you get your first group of very large, very angry creatures around you. So the reality is that on something like a Felid or an Octopode, you're going to have a real hard time. I mean, maybe if your EV is really high, then you'd be okay. But you're not going to be as okay as a dude who has like 50 AC and some GDR. Because when you're relying on that EV, it's only a matter of time until Mr. Berserked Stone Giant does like 150 damage to you. Which is definitely not outside the realm of possibility. Or Berserked Eden, I should say. That's the real scary one. Berserked Iron Troll. Any of that stuff, you know. Pull out penetration here. Whoa, let's take this dude out. Ah man, we got pulled away from our bolts. I think I've done an okay job of conserving so far. Where's the rune? Oh, is there no rune in here? Okay, never mind. I thought this was a vault with the rune in it. I guess I didn't I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be so easy with just some kobolds guarding it. Okay. Wow, look at that bolt hit. 4 exclamation points is nice. Okay, we get... Here's where the real fun starts. We're still slow from his last wrath. He confuses me, and he sends monsters. So the turn that we get that's supposed to prevent you from getting hit by these dudes is not necessarily going to be enough. Because usually you get like 1 turn before they start acting. And it looks like we did, even though I'm slowed, which surprises me. I'm going to grab this potion of resistance and I'm going to blink away. Actually, I'm going to... Oh no, paralyze. Not good. You know what? I want fog. Well, that didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Okay, fine. I was finally pulled into a different section of the abyss like I wanted to be. Now I really need my hit points up. This could be... Yeah, I was going to say this could be the rune, and it is. So yeah, in terms of getting paralyzed by that stuff, that was not ideal. I could have done a couple things to avoid that, but I didn't think I could die from the very brief paralysis caused by that. And I do have a scroll of blinking now, so wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to use it. Okay, so we're just going to leave the abyss, and we're going to check on how bad the Trog Wrath is. Hey guys. We'll just paralyze him and walk away. Well, won't be using this book at all. Might as well just drop it. Oh, hello. We'll blink away, we'll paralyze, and we'll just walk away. Oh. Maybe not. I will penetrate through this stuff. Let's go into the temple. Are you ready to forgive me yet? Trog's Wrath is beginning to fade. So that's one step, I think, behind Trog is almost ready to forgive you. I'm going to jump into Tomb. And if I have, like, any problems in here at all on account of Trog's shenanigans, I will Please heal me, Trog. Or not Trog, but TSO. Guess we won't get much in the way of healing from something like a basic mummy. It's kind of lame having to, if I would have to dip into Abyss just to get healed. I suppose I could use my abilities, but okay. Just gonna spam some Box of Beast action here. If we do go to Zen, which we will. Well, if we go to Zen or Eli. No, just Zen, actually. If we go to Zen, then we won't be able to use the boxes anyway, so. It surprises me that TSO doesn't reward for things that cast a literal miasma cloud spell. Let's rest off this slow. Oh, man. I'm going to use sack. I'm going to paralyze this guy. I'm going to paralyze that guy. Oh, man, what am I going to do here? I could cancel off this slow. But I think I'm better off just penetrating through this stuff. There we go. I'm gonna try to duke it out with this guy. Oh wait, I'm not using... You know what? Let me just move this to A, which is where I want it for as long as I'm in Tomb. I want the triple crossbow to be my primary weapon. I think we're going to have to go back into the Abyss. This damage is just too much. We're not healing through it fast enough. Got some haste. Got, I think, two haste potions off Tomb 1, though, so that's kind of cool. It's all this torment. Yeah, we'll go into the Abyss. Trog is almost ready to forgive your sins, so... Of course, we've seen how long that takes, so don't get too excited. Okay, I'm using penetration here because I really want these Starkhurst masses out of here. Whoa, what? Mad Acolyte of Lagonu. Since when do these guys just spawn out in the open? I've seen them in, like, I really like this enemy because he doesn't show up very often. Wow, he has Malign Gateway, that's so cool. But I thought they only showed up in special vaults. Let's get this Potion of Haste. Hey look, it's one of Trog's minions. Okay, I'm gonna get my bolts and I'm gonna leave the Abyss for now. We'll go right back in here in a second. We used up a couple hundred bolts so far. Maybe a little less. I have to wonder if maybe like it almost feels like Wrath goes off more slowly in the Abyss, but I don't know that for a fact. Okay, this is actually a pretty good spot to engage, even if I didn't get the paralyzes. I should have been using freezing. Not holy. It's cool it worked out. Not to forget, I do have TSO abilities, just not using them. Use Box of Beasts. And lots of them. Wow. Yeah, I could have gotten paralyzed there. Instead, I got sent lower into the Abyss. Maybe I should, maybe I should train up deflect missiles. I mean, we have enough invocations. On the other hand, we suck at air magic, and we suck at charms, so the chances of actually getting that online seem low. I'd rather just train up invocations. Trog is still mad. So yeah, in terms of the orb run, we're just going to use our massive mana supply to heal up. Which, I mean, 33 magic should be enough to heal up. For Za 5 in the orb run. If not, well, that would be unfortunate. But I seriously doubt it. I'd have to have some very, very, very bad luck on my heals. Wow, that's a lot of mutations. I am excited for Zen's mutation clearing. Okay, we'll go back in. It's kind of cool. We can two-shot Hell Sentinels. Just waiting on that Trograth. I'm really not willing to enter Zot 5 with Trograth on, as much as I would like to do my Ascent and everything. Kind of stopped caring about conserving bolts. We have 1,500, so I think we're... okay, unless I use a whole bunch in an area, then I'll make the effort to pick most of them up. Oh, there was some Trog Wrath there, I think. Yeah, Trog's Fiery Wrath. Hopefully I can get just a little more. Let's bail. Actually, I want to grab this Wand of Paralysis. Did not expect him to attack me here? I guess sometimes it's a factor of time passing. Okay, we'll pick that up. We'll go back into Abyss. Actually, why don't we take out this ghost real quick that we left behind. Okay. Got a Trog's Wrath. I'm gonna leave. I was gonna rest the slow off, but then the slow went away, so we're fine. It's a Disco Abyss. I don't think I've ever seen this vault before. It's really cool. Reminds me of Disco Pan. It's the Shining One. Or it's a Deva of the Shining One. Why is he attacking me? Well, because of bad theming. I mean, they used to actually be allied to you if you were worshipping a good god. That's not the case anymore. It is kind of cool how TSO will let your guys stay longer. It's not an effect you see very often. I find that it's kind of hard to build a character to make extreme use of that. But you could play a pure summoner, I guess. I think I mentioned this before. Some of my thoughts on a TSO summoner, how it could be possible. It's just not the usual archetype that people do. Ooh. These things are immune to magic, right? No, they're not. I had no idea that you could hex these things. Yeah, okay, so paralysis and walking away is the correct move for Lurking Horror. Lurking Horrors are really obnoxious. It's just guaranteed torment is all it is. But if I abyss them and I walk away, plus his MR is really, really, really bad. Hey, Trog's not mad at me anymore. Now I'm fully healed. You know what? 50 minutes into the video, we'll make this a long one. And we'll do Zop 5. Yes, yes, yes. What? Okay, train indications. And actually, I thought it only gave me like 50% piety, but it turns out it gave me pretty much all my piety, so we're good to go. We'll trade Holy Wrath for freezing as the main weapon, putting that on slot A. We will still be using Holy Wrath if we run into an Ancient Lich, but otherwise no. We're going to drop Box of Beasts. I was correct that Yara's is in fact hated by Zen, but that's fine. I just won't use it. In fact, we're going to Amnesia it off so that I can't accidentally cast it. Okay, well let's go get that orb. We immediately run into this guy who dies in one shot. Look at that. Holy Wrath is a great brand. Remember, every last bit of damage we take here is going to have to be earned back with mana. So I'm trying to minimize it. It's rather hard though. Okay, that was 3 heals with no mana. That's good. The other thing is, I said we have like 34 magic, but effectively we have about 7 less than that, because I always want to have enough to still be able to use Sanctuary. I don't think things are going to get remotely as dire as for me to need to consider things like that, but it is something to be aware of. Minus Tella, something that's still probably nice to have just for those shifters. To not get depositioned. Okay, wow. I want a fog, but I still have that mutation. Yeah, I have blurry vision, so we're just going to try to kill this thing. Yeah. Alright, well, we got blinked. We're going to fog for real. Now we can't see the Zot trap. Great. So that could have been bad. Why don't we go ahead and donate? Because I forgot about that whole mutation problem. And we still have quite a bit of gold to donate if need be. Cure all mutations. Yes, please. Thank you, Zen. What a cool guy. Get this guy with Holy. So, this floor has been unkind enough to provide me with teleport on one side, Zot trap on the other. But this is actually something we can use to our benefit. Yeah, I can safely, really safely, reasonably safely fight things here. It's not like I can be mutated and nothing can really approach me from the left side. So I'm okay with this. I can just shout here for a while. Or I can auto-explore around the level a few times, catch the things that are teleporting about. Let's get away from this Zot trap. He didn't look like he was gonna hit it, but I should have moved backwards anyway. Do another walk around the level. Did he just... yeah, he can jump onto the Zot trap. Not so good. Shouldn't be fighting around these things. Let's just stay here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep shouting. Not really working anymore. I'm going to try to blink across, and it works. Oh no, you've blundered into a Zot trap. Thanks, game. We'll fear this stuff. Since I'm not mutated anymore, I can actually do that, and do it in good time. Alright. I'm going to haste. I'm going to resistance. And I'm going to might. Because I have a ton of all those. I'll even agility. And we're going to get right into the hard business of taking this guy down. Which isn't necessarily working very well, is it? Well, we're still hasted. And mighted and agility. Haste is wearing off. Hey, invocations to 27. So we're going to ascend with the Bringer of Law title. Awesome. Unfortunately... wow, wait. I guess we can recite to these guys. I didn't think you could recite to Orb Guardians. We'll use recite whenever two things are around. Well, two or more. Of course, yeah, Orb of Fires are always too strong to be recited to. Why don't we imprison this dude real quick? Just long enough for me to prep up without eating a bunch of fire, because that's what happened last time. It's not necessary. I mean, obviously this character is strong enough to kill it either way. Yeah. This is cool. Got him. Okay, we'll collect all the stuff on the level. That is the second Zot trap I've hit. In fact, I'm going to explore it one more time, so I don't hit any traps on the way out. The problem is you can step over squares and then they're not even really guaranteed to not have a Zot trap on them, so it's pretty bad. So the Ascent is rather issue-laden. If you think about the fact that on all the way up from Zot, you might hit a Zot trap and get paralyzed or something with a Pamlor next to you, but now we're getting into things that are very unlikely to happen. Okay, I'm going to wait 3 turns, 1, 2, 3. Grab the orb, take the teleporter. This is not good enough for me. I'm going to take another teleport. Unfortunately, it, like a magnet, draws me right back here. We teleport again. This one's good enough for me. We one-shot an Orb Guardian. That's pretty cool. Just going to walk away from this stuff. general, walking away is the thing to do, even if you have to eat a little bit of smite. Let's put on Holy Wrath. This guy I'm going to kill because I didn't want to get energy bolted a million times. We're going to imprison this guy. Do not pass go. Go directly to jail. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up. Decent tele. These things can fireball me, so I'd like to kill them. This character, I'm willing to kill a few more things, mainly because I can one-shot just about everything. So things that would normally be minor annoyances. Hey, go to jail. Yeah, things that would normally just be minor annoyances that I would put up with. Like this thing. Well, I wouldn't put up with a 6 fur heat, but like the Soul Eater that I found a minute ago. I should have recharged some of the stuff before I started the orb run, but I'm going to do it now. Okay, let's get to the exit. Yeah, like that orange demon, I would never have tried to kill that on another character. It's just that I can do it here without really having a problem. Yeah, I'm not going to take a risk. I'll put him in jail. And I'll donate my gold. Mainly because I want that Bringer of Law title. Alright. Cool. That's the run. So Zen comes through again. It is kind of cool how Zen guarantees the orb run to be really smooth. You would have a hard time killing any character that's worshipping Zen and has full piety. Although I'm sure I've said that before, so that should be nothing new. But I find it funny because Zen is not all that great to start with. Recite just doesn't really kick in soon enough. It starts being kind of cool around Orc, but Zen doesn't really do much for you in Lair unless you're willing to spam Vitalize in certain fights. But he's an excellent, truly excellent swap on for the late game, or even the mid game, as long as you have some invocations. It's just that you're going to need to survive the wrath of whatever it is you're worshipping before. But yeah, that was Deep Dwarf Berserker. Swapped to Zen near the end. Well, swapped to TSO, then to Zen. Probably not a very normal thing. Like, you probably won't see a lot of people who do this, but it worked. Would have stuck with TSO if I was going to do extended. That works pretty well to get the healing. But again, this is not really, like, my purpose here is not to do extended runs for these, for this particular series. It's more just to show you how to play different kinds of Berserkers. So hopefully this is useful to you. Kind of might open some eyes as to how to survive when your only healing sources for the majority of the game are Trog's Hand and your innate ability to heal yourself from magic. I mean, I'm walking out with 34 mana, so it must not be that hard, you know? you just kind of have to get the hang of it. And the biggest thing is to remember only to use Trog's Hand if you have 5 piety or more. Otherwise, you're not getting as much healing out of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Deep Dwarf. Not sure what I'm going to play next time, but until then, I am signing out.